You will tell me if this resonates with you. Some of these 5 fears to talk to a live camera. I also share with you how to overcome them. And ready? Let's go debunk fears. Happy present moment and welcome to Jeanette Salvatierra TV. I am your hostess, Jeanette Salvatierra. Many people ask me, how do I create my videos, my live broadcast, both on Instagram and in YouTube? People ask me, Jeanette, aren't you afraid? If they were the only ones. The truth is that we all feel fears in front of the camera. Even the most experienced professionals, from TV hosts or hosts to musicians on concerts, they feel like a surge of energy, a nervous tingle produced by adrenaline that goes off in moments of great excitement. And so be afraid is totally normal. I have felt it too, and I still feel it. The difference is only that one learns how to use this energy in favor of the presentation or the exhibition, the exposition we are making. Keeping nerves for betraying us and make you make mistakes. But what are those fears specifically? Why it is so important to know them? Let's start with the why, or rather the benefits of overcoming fears. Fear has an energy that you can transform in your favor. Fear responses are instinctive. They are born in the oldest section of our brains, the one that makes us part of the group of mammals and the animal kingdom. And that knee-jerk instinctive response that can be paralyzing, it can make you flee, escape, or stay and fight. The energy of all these responses, even the paralyzing energy, can be transformed for example, help you better observe your surroundings, to speak or more move with greater force, or to present your ideas with greater passion and conviction. So learn how to transform that energy is achieved with preparation, perseverance, and patience, the 3 P's of excellence, of which I have already talked to you before. However, what are those most common fears when you are talking live to a camera? I'm not just going to list it for you, but I am also give you some practical examples on how to overcome those fears. Before continuing, I want to remind you, if you haven't done it yet, to subscribe to this channel, to activate notifications by clicking on the little bell, and to communicate, share, and comment. Communicate if you like this video, leaving us a thumbs up, like, share with those who can benefit from this content, and comment, ask questions, leave your opinions or suggestions in the comment section below this video. Thank you in advance for supporting me to fulfill my mission to positively impact lives of more and more Spanish-speaking entrepreneurs with my training and mentoring services. Now, ready to debunk the fears? Well, at the time of a live broadcast, many people face one of these 5 main fears. Fear number 1. I know that I have to, but I'm terrified to expose myself to a camera. Everyone is scared by the camera. You are not the only one. It is normal. The important thing here is to make that fear increase to overcome that fear by increasing your self-confidence and your preparation to overcome that fear. First of all, recognize that you can fail and nothing happens. Right now, even in a recorded video that can be edited and supposedly deleted, much more in a live video, it may be like, for instance, the lights can go out, the camera or the computer can fail, or the internet a connection can become unstable. Although all those possibilities can increase your anxiety and fear, if they happen, nothing happens. You just resolve the obstacles and resume your video as soon as you resolve it. As I usually say in Por Esta Ventana, which is my live video, Spanish video or live video here in YouTube, those flows are the things that happen when it's a live transmission, a live broadcast, and it can happen to anyone. How to counteract this fear? With mental preparation. It may be visualizing that everything is going fine, breathing, praying, meditating, any ritual that calms you down and increase your self-confidence. Of course, train yourself. Know techniques for be better or more confident in front of the camera. For instance, techniques to make your voice sound properly, techniques to structure your speech properly, and even your mental organization. Some things you can learn and improve. Others, perhaps, you have to accept them. For example, the fact that you turn tomato red when you are nervous or you start to sweat. That can also happen, and it shouldn't stop you to making your videos or live broadcast. So create your prep ritual, increase your self-confidence, and dare to try in front of a live camera. If something goes wrong, you just try again. Fear number 2, nobody is going to connect. That fear is super common. Actually, is one of the fears that my team and I feel every time we're gonna go out on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook. It doesn't matter. At the beginning of your life as a communicator or YouTuber, it will happen because probably few people will know you, or even when you have a lot of followers or a loyal tribe of fans, people sometimes can be complicated with work, with children, and they probably will connect later, or simply they will watch the broadcast recording when they can. And that's the important point here, the replays of the recording. That's where your live video goes to gain the more views or visits. So calm down if nobody watches what you live or few people does, and promote your video so people can watch it later. And you will see your statistics grow, I assure it. Fear number 3. What if I forget what I have to say? This fear is also very common, especially in people who typical fear response is to paralyze before the danger that they perceive. That in the case of public speaking, being in presence or in video or in a live broadcast, this fear always hides deep down a fear of rejection, which is also totally normal to feel. If you are one of those people that easily forget what they have to say when they are nervous, use a good script. You can make it as detailed as you want, as you feel comfortable with it. Sometimes it's just enough just jot a few points, main ideas, or talking points. Practice what you are going to say until it comes naturally for you. Even if you are going to use a script or you are going to read some part of the text, practice give you ease when expressing yourself, and greater confidence in what you're doing. And although you went through all preparations, you forget your part, well, just say it. Just one moment, I need to review my notes. There is something super important that you should know, and I don't want my forgetfulness to make you lose this so important information. And remember, nothing happens. There are many techniques to memorize the content, to deliver it fluently without memorizing, and there is even technology that can support you on this. For now, it is enough that you know that all this exists, and you can, and if you need it, it's available and closer than you think. Fear number 4. There are already too many people talking about this topic. This is another favorite of mine. I felt myself so many times, especially when I have those great days when I don't see my channel statistics grow, or feel that everybody else is growing faster than me, even on, I don't know, Facebook or other social media that I'm not in TikTok, for instance. The reality is that there are a lot of people out there speaking about entrepreneurship, which is my topic, or cooking, or about digital marketing, makeup, meditation, video games, photography, pets, you name it. But nobody is Jeanette Salvatierra, just me. Nobody is like you. Nobody says things like you do, express emotions and connect with people like you do. So under that premise, there is no competition. You always compare yourself with yourself, with the version that you were yesterday and the one you are right now, today. How much you have grown, how much you have learned, and how much are you able to express right now that you weren't able to express in the past. And of course, project yourself to the future. What are you going to be able to do later in the future when you live more, when you learn more, and you have more time on air doing live videos? So don't lose sleep comparing yourself with all millions and millions of people and channels that are out there doing or talking about the same topic as you do. Try to give everything you do, try to give it a personal touch. For example, this video. I was investigating about the topic, and I found that there was a lot of interest on the subject of fear talking in front of a camera, because there are many videos, many live broadcastings on the subject. So I decided to create my own video and also a training and a workshop to go already deeper and in more detail to work and conquer these fears. And so, with my personal touch, I speak to you today about this topic. Even though a lot of people are talking also about this in other channels, because there is interest on this topic. There is a market for the topic. I will not delve in this subject too deeper, but I would like to give you this piece of food for thoughts. Where there is competition is because there are clients needing this offering and willing to invest in the solution. In this case, invest their time watching a live or a video on this subject. And finally, fear number 5, this is too technological for me. It is true that technology is what it makes you possible to broadcast live. Let's say your course, your program, your show. But the good news is that every day there are more and more applications and options, easier to use equipment, and in all imaginable prices, even some free software and free tools. There are basic technological elements that you require, for example, a device. It can be your mobile phone or your cell for basic broadcasting, level 1. A computer or a laptop is better option for me, and you can broadcast level 2 or level 3. An external microphone is also something that I believe is a mandatory element. I have mine here. Lighting, you can start with using natural light, and later buy your own professional lights. And of course, the softwares to transmit and to edit your videos. There are many programs, applications, and also examples on the internet. Many of those technologies are free, and some are truly easy to use, because they are designed to be used for people that is not very technologically. And as I always say, if you can do something, if you cannot do something, just seek for help. Ask a friend, a family member, a mentor that supports you to identify and use the right technology that suits your needs for live broadcast, so your message can go out to the world. That's the important part here. We do what we do, live videos, video recorded, etc., because we have a message, we have something to communicate, and that's the important part. Don't let the world without your message. And as I told you at the beginning, the key to overcome these fears and transform the energy that fear generates into your favor is in the preparation, perseverance, and patience. For the preparation, you have many resources in the internet. Also in this channel, you're gonna find many, and also on my workshops and personal mentorings. Perseverance is already in you, and is seen in practice, performing regularly your routine of going live or recording, following the programmation or the schedule that you already defined without procrastination. And patient, you have to have it to yourself, because you are going to make mistakes probably, and less and less every time, of course. But no, because you are doing a mistake, you are going to go mad to yourself, or to think that the universe, the God of the internet, or I don't know what out there are against you. Remember, if you are wrong, you try, you retry. If you fail, you get up. If the technology fails, you try again, you repair whatever it has failed. Nothing happens. It's not the end of the world. It's more, especially in a live video, the audience, your audience, is going to understand that there are many elements that you cannot fully control. Just don't get out of control yourself. Don't lose your composure. Patience. Try again, and you will see that everything is going to turn out better and better every time. That's all for today, folks. Thanks for watching. Blessings for you and your business. We meet again soon in an upcoming episode of Jeanette Salvatierra TV. Bye.